Hi and welcome to this week's Cook Along. I'm Mary Jo, a registered nutritionist with Food Choice, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really easy and delicious breakfast. So we're going to make a blueberry and coconut overnight oats. So these are a great option for something you want to have in the morning ready to go, so you can make this the night before. I actually like to make a few of them in one go and have them for 2-3 days, so I have nothing to do for a few nights, and I have my breakfast ready to go and grab on my way to work or have at home at my desk. So really simple recipe here today. So firstly, we've got our dry ingredients. We've got some oats here. I weighed out 45 grams of oats. I have got chia seeds. These are whole chia seeds. You could also use milled chia seeds as well. They would work absolutely fine. And then we have desiccated coconut. So this is just going to add a nice coconut texture and flavor, which will be nice and different. And then the wet ingredients, I've got natural yogurt, or this is Greek yogurt as well. Either or will work fine. Greek yogurt will give you that extra bit of protein, so it is quite good for filling you up more. You'll get more fullness from the protein. I've got weighed out here 125 mils of skimmed milk, and I have also got blueberries. So the fruit today is blueberries. I'm actually using frozen blueberries, so you don't always need fresh fruit. You can use frozen. They're very handy. They'll stay for in your freezer for ages, and you don't have to worry about them going off, and you can use them in this recipe absolutely fine. So let's get into how to make this and put it together. We're first going to mix our wet ingredients, so our yogurt. So I've got this Greek yogurt here, so 60 grams approximately, so about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to add the milk in. And then we've got some vanilla extract here. Actually, this is going to add a little bit of sweetness without much calories or anything. So it's different to, say, honey or maple syrup, which would have extra sugar and calories in it. So if you like that kind of vanilla taste and a bit of sweetness, this is really handy to add in some vanilla extract. So this breakfast is really good for keeping you fuller for longer. So that's what we're looking for whenever we put a breakfast together. We want something that's going to keep us satiated and keep our blood sugars balanced throughout the day. Otherwise, we're going to be hungry within an hour, and this is why you can't stick to your diet. This is why you're constantly craving sugar, and why you're feeling hungry in the evening as well. So if you're someone who typically notices that at nighttime you're craving sugar or snacks, check back on what you had for breakfast. Did it have protein and fiber in it? And if it didn't, then this is really a good place to start, because protein and fiber are the key macronutrients and the key ingredients to keep you fuller for longer and to keep your blood sugar stable for the whole day, meaning at nighttime then your blood sugars will be much more balanced and you won't be craving as much then in the evening. So it's definitely something to think about and look into, particularly if you're finding you're craving a lot throughout the day. So next I'm going to mix together our dry ingredients. So we've got our oats in this bowl. So oats are fantastic for fiber. So they're a really good source of carbohydrates, but they're more slow releasing, meaning we get a nice slow release of energy rather than a big rush of energy, say from white bread or a bit of a croissant or something like that. Delicious and all as they are, they don't keep you full and they're not slow releasing, they're more fast releasing. Therefore, you'll get a burst of energy but a big drop in energy quickly afterwards. So that's not what we want. Instead, we want something that's slow releasing and will keep us fuller for longer as well. So oats are fantastic for that. So I'm just adding in a teaspoon of chia seeds and some coconut into the dry mix here. So it's not too much. It won't be that strong, the flavor of the coconut, but it's just going to be that nice subtle taste to add a little bit of natural sweetness in there as well. So we've got our oats, we've got our chia seeds as well, which are another great source of fiber. And also they have some anti-inflammatory properties in there due to the omega-3s that they contain. So another great food to add to your breakfast. So honestly, this breakfast is a really nice all-rounder. It's got everything you need. It's got your carbs, your protein, your fats, and your fiber as well. So now I'm just going to get on to the next step, which is mixing these two together. So I've mixed these two together in this bowl, and what you can do is you could just leave it in here. It'd be absolutely perfect if you just want something quick to do and leave it in your fridge overnight, which is what we're meant to do. Or you could make it look a bit prettier if you wanted to and put it in a nice jar like this. So I'm just going to assemble it in layers. So we're going to start with the layer of mixed overnight oat mixture. Try and get it in there nicely. And then I'm going to add in some frozen blueberries here. And these won't be frozen by the time the morning comes then, when you've left them in the fridge overnight. So overall, we just want a little handful. So I'm just going to add in a few to this layer here. And then we'll add in another layer. And this will be, you eat this kind of cold then in the morning, then whenever it's ready. So it's very handy to have something in the fridge in the morning when you're not sure what to have for breakfast. When you have something made, you're way more likely to eat it. You're way more likely to stick to it, and it just keeps you on track. If you have this prepped in advance, you're going to stick to the habits that you want, and the goals that you want to achieve then are way more likely to occur because you are doing the work to get there. So you have the breakfast made, and what we can do is we can add a little more of a sprinkle of coconut on top there. And in the morning, if you wanted, you could add a little bit more, like a little tiny bit of peanut butter or cinnamon or more fresh fruit if you wanted to. This would again boost the fiber content. It would boost your fats, a little bit of protein as well. So again, just boosting that nutritional element while also keeping you fuller and not adding a lot of calories, which is important, particularly if weight loss is the goal. So this recipe here we are, that's just going to show you what it looks like in our little jar. We've got a little layer in here, and then we got another layer of the blueberries on top. And yeah, it's going to be a really nice breakfast in the morning. It's, like I said, got all the key components of a balanced breakfast. It's very nutritious. It will support your blood sugars. It will support digestion. Great if you're looking to stay on track with weight loss, as it's got your protein and fiber, so keeping you fuller and reducing your sugar snacking and craving carbohydrates throughout the day. And overall, a delicious breakfast that the whole family can enjoy as well. So hopefully you will give this a go and enjoy it. And thank you for watching.